별로 먹으려.
또 그러면
Hello everyone, my name is Beata. I'm a transformation life coach from USA, but originally from Poland, as you can guess from my accent. And thank you for being here. Today we are gonna speak about plugging the leaks in mental energy, coping with worry and what ifs. How many of you worry? How much time do you spend worrying a day? Science says, and researchers, they say that we spend 90% time a day for what? For worries that more than often are not even coming true. My journey through worries is kind of interesting, so I will share with you. But how worry is birthed, like how we create worries. It starts with a thought. It's actually in our mind. We start with one thought and we create a story around that thought, which is usually limiting. It's not supporting, not healthy, but we are so stubborn. It must be true. What we believe, it's happening, yeah? Let me share you that. Worry stops you from living fully. Takes away your joy, the being present, creates self-doubt and fear. And fear paralyzes our actions. And how I know that? Because I live that. Today, I work with women and help them to go through worries, and I help them to deliver the tools that will help them to cope with worries, but I wasn't that smart a while ago. It was July 6, 2008, was my birthday. 30th birthday, woohoo! I was so happy, my life was perfect, great. I just got new job, dream job, moved from little town to a capital city in Poland, woo! You are going bigger. I was engaged, I was saving for my princess wedding dress, and it was a beautiful day, like I said. Many wishes, many flowers from my coworkers, but there was one worry inside me. My fiancé didn't call me, didn't text me. I thought, okay, he's busy, probably. So I waited the entire day, and I started calling, and I started texting, nothing. Finally, he picked up the phone. I said, honey, what's going on? It's my birthday. You forgot, that's okay. I'm coming home this weekend, I miss you. And there was silence. Hello? Are you still there? And I was like, oh, maybe he has a surprise for me. Oh yes, it was a big surprise. I hear, you don't have to come back, ever. I'm with someone else. My life ended at that moment, and worry just got real. I started asking myself, all questions started with, what if? What if I would be woman that he always wanted me to be? Modest, don't dream to be, stay in this little town, get married, have a lot of kids. But it wasn't my dream, so I was pushing myself and I was trying to take him with me, but I guess it didn't work. So I was questioning myself, what if I would be that person? And now my mind was going further. What now? Nobody's gonna love me. And I'm 30, I'm old, I'm in my little town. When you're 30, it's like, oh my gosh, she is a loser. She couldn't even keep her man. And you lost your man for another woman? Oh. Well, so worry was real. I struggled. Pain, the inner pain, if any of you ever experienced, that was bigger than I could handle that. So I figured out, what if I will run away from this pain and I move to other country where I can go the farther, across the ocean, United States. So I packed my life. There was not much to take. And I moved to United States in 2011. Well, I didn't mention the whole depression process. It took me a while. So I moved to the United States, and guess what? Nothing changed because I couldn't leave my worry back in Poland. I took it with me because in there, it was in my mind. It was still telling me, you are not enough, no one is gonna love you, you will be alone. And I created new worries. Your accent, what a terrible accent. No one wants to listen to you. Who's gonna work with you? Your English, your broken English, come on. You'll be server forever. You'll be nothing against servers, but it was my mindset at that time. That I was always ambitious. I always wanted to go and be manager first, be CEO, but I forgot that you have to be your own CEO first. And probably you know we are women, and at some point, I was always a strong woman. So at some point, this strong woman woke up again, and the giant within was coming. And when women say, enough is enough, nothing can stop her. So I reached out for help. I found a coach. Thank God, Shari. She was my light when I feel that there is only darkness around me. She was my strength when I felt that I'm weak. And she actually shared with me a tool that I'm going to share with you as well, that helped me to manage stress and fear. And I'm using it till today. I use it with my clients. And I would like you to try at least. Did you ever try journaling? Journal writing? Anyone?
What?
Journal writing. Journaling? Yeah, so I found it as the most powerful tool to manage your stress and to get to your fears, narrow your limiting stories, just the awareness that you get from it will help you go through the heaviest time in your life. And I have a gift for you today. On your chair there is a little flyer where when I started work with women, I created this 10 steps for better journaling. When you go to my website, you can download it, it's free, and I hope you can use it because you are worthy, you are enough. And when, like I said, when we work together, we are unstoppable. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming. It's really a pleasure to be here, and looking at the title, thinking about the leaks in mental energy brings to mind a story that I can tell about myself. You know, when you find something that you really love, you buy it in lots of colors, So I do that with shoes. So this was quite a long time ago when I had a corporate job, and I had these 2 pairs of shoes that I really loved. They were suede, one was navy and one was black, and they had nice high heels. And I wore them often, so it wasn't like one was new and stayed in the closet. I wore them often, so they felt the same. But they weren't the same. And so I had to be at work really early. It was dark. I wasn't paying attention. I just threw my shoes on. I go out the door. And I go about my business during the day, to my meetings and all of my work. And at lunch, I finally had a chance to sit down and take a breath. And as I did that, I remember I crossed my legs and I started to eat my lunch, and I looked down and I thought, oh, maybe. Well, I'm wearing black. Why did I choose a pair of navy shoes? And I look at my other foot, and there's a black shoe there. I was like, oh boy. And of course, all afternoon, I worried about the fact that I was wearing these 2 different shoes. I didn't have any extra shoes under the desk that I could do instead. So I had to go to the rest of my meetings in my little black and blue shoe. But the point of my story is that in the morning when I didn't know, I was fine. It wasn't until I knew that I had those 2 different shoes. And I told myself a story about how everyone was going to think I'm a total dolt, that I can't figure out what shoes to put on in the morning, all of that. That's when all the worry and the anxiety and the fidgeting and uncomfortableness came about in my meetings. And I spent a lot of time thinking about that, a lot of time that I should have been paying attention to what was being said and what I wanted to say and present. But instead I was quiet and I just set up everything else so that nobody could see my feet. And, it plays up the point that what you think in your mind has such an impact on how you present yourself in the day and what you think. And the amount of energy, like Dada said, the amount of energy that you spend every day, 90%, that's really an incredible number. When you hear that, you think, oh, 90%, nobody really spends that much time worrying. But if you think about your day and think about the running dialogue that you have in your head, you can believe that 90% is the amount of time that people spend worrying about things. But just think, if you could use that mental energy to actually be creative, to be able to present your work differently, just imagine the productivity increases and the happiness that you would have if you didn't have to worry about those things. The what ifs, when I spoke a little earlier today, I talked about that mean girl in your head, and that's all she says. Well, what if you were a little smarter? Don't you think that would be better? What if you hadn't opened your mouth this morning and put your foot in it? Don't you think that you would have a better chance at a promotion this time? And so, my husband, we've been together a long time, and he knows me well, and he has coined this phrase for me when I start on that track. Well, what if this, and then what about, and he says, stop. You're future tripping, honey. You need to stop that. Because that's what it is, right? I'm not here in the present dealing with whatever the situation is. I'm extrapolating out 30 years, to see what's going to happen then. And what value is that? There's no value in that. But yet that's what we do. We spend that time saying, well, but if you're not projecting into the future, then you're rehashing the past. Well, if I had been better prepared, well, if I had remembered that person's name, and you spend so much time kind of ruminating, rolling it over in your mind, how you could have been different, how you could have said something different. I mean, we are tremendously witty and clever in hindsight. But, that's why it's the past, right? It's done, and you can learn from that. But there's no use rolling it over and over because you're wasting your time and your energy, and energy is precious. So it's such a simple thing. We say to ourselves, well, just stop. worrying about it, stop thinking about it. But it's really very difficult to do. If it were simple, we'd all be wonders, but it's not. So then you say, okay, so what's the trick? What's the trick? The trick is to master your internal dialogue. The trick is to become aware of when you're rolling those things over in your mind and being able to say, stop, that's enough, there's no value in that, we're just going to close that door right now, and we're going to just focus on what's in front of me now. We're not going to future trip, and we're not going to wallow in the past. And it takes time, and you have to be willing to do it. You know, we think about a lot of things in our head, but we don't always take action and do things. So it's the simplest thing to do, but yet it's the hardest thing to do. But when you realize that by doing that, you are saving yourself so much anxiety and so much mental despair. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. If you let that control your life, then you're not living your life. You're letting your thoughts live your life for you. And so if you want to plug the leaks in your mental energy, then the simplest and the easiest thing to do is to stop yourself when you start running down that path full steam. And every time you do it, it gets a little easier until it doesn't take much to pull you back. I think it's kind of like meditation. They say, you know, as you learn to meditate, all thoughts keep drifting in, and you're, you know, you can't understand why anybody in the world would want to sit here for 15 minutes and try and deal with those things. But if you stick with it, and if you follow that sense of, it's just going to come and float in, and it's going to float out, and I'm not going to stay attached to it, then eventually it becomes easier to do, and it becomes that habit that you want. So that's that's my call to action, is to encourage you to catch yourself and just let it go. Isn't that song? It's a little kid song in Frozen, I think. Let it go. Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to sing it for you. But it's really what it is. Just let it breathe in and let it just breathe right out, and spend that time on something that's really meaningful and valuable to you. Thank you very much.
Can I just go there for a second before we start? I think everyone in this room is pretty dull. I mean, we're such amazing people are getting bored. Because you were so silent, other rooms are energetic. Okay, so let's do a little exercise. Is that okay? Okay, so everyone who's sitting cross-legged, sit like normally. Yeah, please don't sit cross-legged. Okay.
How are we doing today? Amazing, bad, good, or terrific? Just raise your hands. Terrific?
Terrific.
Yes. So a very good afternoon to such an august crowd today. It's an indispensable pleasure to be here today and share my insights on a topic which is close to my heart, plugging the leaks in the mental energy and combating what ifs. This is a topic I've been speaking on and on pan-India, and today I've got an opportunity to address a global crowd. So I'm sure I'll be able to help you a little. Great. So with oodles of enthusiasm, zeal and positive aura, this is Pallavi Prakash, a filmmaker, life coach and author, addressing you today. So can we hear a big round of applause for all of you present here? Yes. Thank you so much for making the ground. Great. So when we go to the doctor, right, we need to understand what is the disease. Don't we? So before coming to the question, do we realize, are we leaking or not? Are all of you, each one of you sitting here today, and all of you are listening to me through digital media, realize whether you're leaking or not?
We don't even know. We might be leaking days after days, month after month, years after year. Leaking here, leaking there, but not aware. So what exactly is this leak we are talking about since last 20-25 minutes? It's the same G. It's the leaking of life force energy, my dear friends. Don't let that life force energy leak out of you. Easier said than done, but how do we stop it? That's a million-dollar question. We'll definitely try to help you with all the 10+ years of experience on motivational talks. So, as I said, we must know the symptoms and causes before we catch hold of the dreaded disease. So, what are the symptoms of leaking mental energy? I'll just list a few down the list, and I'm sure you'll be able to correlate with yourselves whether you're leaking or not. So, are we mentally scattered? Are we tired and exhausted always? Are we feeling heavy and awkward out of the place? I hope you're not feeling out of the place right now.
No. Louder. No.
Great. Are we under addictive behavior? Are we facing a lot of challenges in being organized? Are we facing challenges in doing a daily course? Small things, but important, right? Are we really facing challenge to maintain our very own being, our ecosystem? If we are, guys, you're leaking. But the best part is we can plug in the leak. I'm going to teach you today to stop how to plug in the leak. Get hold of the dragon and plug the leak, right? So we know the symptoms now, right? But what are the causes? What are the causes of the leak? It's very important to understand, right? So few causes are worrying about anything and everything on this firmament. Oh, as my co-speaker said, I'm wearing the wrong pair of shoes. Or probably what the entire world is going to think about me. My accent. I have an Indian accent. I'm very proud of it.
Yes.
Right? All of us should be proud of it. I know, because I know I'm getting my point to the heart of my listeners. Language is never a bar. Language is never a bar for getting your point across. You should have logic, you should have reason, right? So, we keep on worrying constantly about anything and everything on this planet. That is one of the causes. People-pleasing behavior. Are we trying to please our friends, our colleagues, our bosses, our corporate competitions, our family? Are we trying to please them always? Ask a sincere question. I think yes, many of us are. We are trying to please. Our behavior, our entire ecosystem is malinated by the need to be good to each one of the people who are surrounding you. Right? That's not a real behavior. That is one reason which causes a lot of stress and a lot of mental leakage, the leakage of decay, the driving force of life. Okay? Fear-based thinking, fear, procrastination, fear, depression, anxiety, you name it. All of you are expert, or many of you are speakers here. So I don't need to name these things out of the book, right? So I'm sure these are all the friends of the similar parent, right? Anxiety, depression, feeling of restlessness. These are all causing you to leak, my dear friends. Okay? So, another point which I should share, compulsorily attempting to distract yourself from your real life by aggressively engaging yourself in social media. Right? What are we doing today? Guys, what are we doing today? We are more concerned about putting our status, we are more concerned about putting our locations, we are more concerned about putting our social engagements online than to be concerned whether something is cooking in the kitchen or not, whether my kids are hungry or not, whether my course is finished or not, whether I should be fighting for the next promotion or not. This is all superficiality, which we motivational speakers and the life coaches are trying to make a change in society. To discover the real you, to discover the face behind this mirror, to discover the facade behind this so-called pleasing behavior, right? So, aggressively engaging yourself in social media, that's one of the reasons and the causes of causing the depression and the leak, right? Now you know the symptoms, guys. Now you know the causes of the symptoms. Very quickly, I'll give you the mantra to plug the leaks. That is why we all are here today, right? So, are we ready to go on that bandwagon? Are we ready to learn that mantra? Yes or no? Yes or no? Woo! Great. Let's plug them one by one. Plug them one at a time. Anything that is stopping your life from being best needs to be plugged, needs to be removed from your ecosystem. Let's start living our lives, guys. As simple as that, right? Cure. I just put on a few points which I think are out of the book. Okay? So, relieve the relationships which are stagnant. Excuse me. Don't carry the burden of relationships which doesn't matter to you. Don't carry the baggage of false relationships. Don't carry the baggage of being too good to one and everybody, right? Get hold, get away, get rid. Pay attention to your mind health and your financial health. Money is important, honey, right? And I think no one of us can deny that. If we have if we have good mental wealth, we have mental health. I keep on telling that in all my seminars, that don't underplay it. You know, it's not about being money-minded, but it's being healthy money-minded, right? So being financially fit, see if there is draining system in your financial health or financial wealth, as I say, how can you stop it? Okay? Be more present in your life. Be more present in your life. Enjoy every moment, every second of whatever you're doing. Right now you're listening to somebody whom you don't know, but I'm sure we are relating. Our heart is relating. Excuse me. Okay? So get rid of the biggest distractions in your life. Next point. What are these biggest distractions? I know this is a TEDx. It's not an open session, but I'm used to giving open session question and answers. But yes, biggest distractions. My neighbor has just bought a new car. Okay? All the series of what ifs. I'll not repeat that, right? All of us know. So these are the distractions which we need to sincerely avoid. Okay? Next point is, pay attention to your money health. As I said, start meditating, guys. Thank you so much. Start meditating. Not only for following somebody that there's a big yoga baba or from India who is, proclaiming some this baba and some this yoga baba. No. You yourself are babas, right? As one of my co-speakers says, nothing can stop us. If we think we are women, we are we men, right? So what does it mean? Any idea? When we come together, we can beat all men. Now I'm not being feminist here, just trying to show you the inner energy which we have. With due respect to all my male listeners. I have only one in the room. Right. So we are women, guys, right? So let's be powerful enough. Start meditating from today onwards. Will you promise me that my 10-minute session will be fruitful to you and you will start meditating from today?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Now coming to the second point, what ifs, very quickly. Okay. So now we know what are the causes of this mental leak, what are the symptoms of this mental leak, and how to plug the mental leaks. Keep your financial healthy, be the real you, start meditating, and avoid people-pleasing behavior. Okay? What ifs, a big series of what ifs have been told by my co-speaker very beautifully. I'll not repeat that, right? So, I'll teach you, I'll give you the mantra of how to get rid of this what ifs. Just 3-point program. Record your thoughts. Record your thought process, guys. Take a note of it. Okay? How many times in a day are you feeling depressed? You write it down. You might be feeling depressed at that moment, but write it down. Once, twice, thrice, 10 times, 20 times, that's okay. That's okay. We are humans. Right? That's okay. It's not a crime to be depressed 20 times, is it? Is it? No. Okay. I'll give you a 3-point check, which will be very fruitful to you. I've been giving that to all my clients. Number 1, what am I thinking? Write it down. What am I thinking right now? What is the feeling which I'm experiencing? Feeling of joy, depression, sadness, anxiety, empathy, boring? Write it down. 3rd point. What am I doing to help it? If you're not doing anything, write it down. I'm not doing anything. It's again not a crime, is it? Of not doing anything. Crime is not realizing it, right? Crime is when you procrastinate it. Time is when you delay it. Crime is when you know it, but you keep on distracting yourself with social media and other things. So from today, whoever is listening to me, my sincere request is to be yourself, be your real you, right? So write it down. What am I doing? Number 1, what am I thinking? What am I feeling right now? And what am I doing to help it? Entire day. Follow this pattern for a week, then for a month, and trust me guys, you will be able to cure yourself. You don't need any yoga baba or any meditational guru or a life coach. Trust me guys, you will be your life coaches. I want to give you a permanent remedy. Okay? So these are some mantras to get rid of the what ifs. Okay? So I hope the tips which I have given will carry on in your hearts for even a day and for lives to come, right? So thank you so much for listening to me today, and it was an honor. Again, I convey my thanks to the organizers of WAF. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening ahead. Thank you.
What am I thinking?
Yeah.
What emotion do I have and what I'm going to do about it? And
Yeah.
the 3rd?
What am I going to do about it?
Oh,
First.
okay. Okay.
Okay. Am I taking some step? Suppose you're feeling like you're right. I have a feeling of boring. So are you doing something about it? Okay. Thank you so much. Any more questions?
Let's play a game. Can we play a game?
Yes.
Yeah, you want to play a game? Okay, alright. So we have 3 wonderful ladies and of course, and yes, a gentleman and
Thank you,
sir. Okay, so since we're talking about positivity and all that, let's just give one word that describes positivity. Anything, any word. It can be an adjective, whatever. So let's begin with them. Yeah. Any one word.
Happiness.
Yeah. Okay. Happiness.
Joy.
Yeah. Anyone else? Love. Okay.
Enthusiasm.
Okay. Yes. Give us some word. Anything. Oh wow. Amazing. The kids, give me one word. Ice cream.
My birthday.
Oh yeah, birthday. Definitely. People at the back. Come on.